time. Just be threw down my enemy. Lose 500. We do not stop riding. Have not. They're dead. What about me? You do not find good men, right? Very watchtower. Have not. They're dead. Catch me. Just time. And a minute. You do not find. You do not know. What about? And a minute. Have gone. What about? Things are now in motion. We do not. You do not know pain. You do not know. I'm gonna catch me. First, just time. And a minute. Just be threw down my enemy. What about things are now in motion? You do not know pain, you do not know. I'm gonna. Just time. In a minute. You do not find. You do not know. What about? In a minute. Lose 500. We do not stop riding. When you mean? First, just time. In a minute. You do not find. Just be threw down my enemy. Lose 500. We do not stop riding. Have not. They're dead. What about me? You do not find good men, right? Very watchtower. Have not. They're dead. Catch me. Just time. And a minute. You do not find. You do not know. What about? And a minute. Have gone. What about? Things are now in motion. We do not. You do not know pain. You do not know.
There we go. Now it's working. Hope everyone's doing fine tonight. We are on Twitch and on YouTube tonight. with music. So here we go. This is what we're working with tonight. Decided to go a little different. Got some mild steel right here. And yes, I've got some paint on my hands. 1084, 15N20, or 1084. We're going to turn that into a tomahawk. I'm going to start by fluxing this up a little bit. Hopefully, I need to move that down some, just to make sure. Just to make sure. Okay, good. My audio is going through. Just applying a little bit of a flux here. Not an absolute necessary step with the paste flux, but there we go. So we'll set that aside for a few minutes. Ooh, something I did do today, aside from a much better internet connection, I added a 360-degree camera. Aren't you so impressed? I'm sure I'll go back to that later on. But first, go ahead and get this bent. Get that lined up. Okay. So I just took this and bent it at a 90-degree angle. Now we'll just finish bending it the rest of the way. Or at least a little closer. So I'm just locking it in the vise. There we go. don't know if you'll be able to see this, but a little off, but not that much. It's that whole cold forming the steel there. And just pre-fluxing the, have a little bit of paste there.
People expect you to write shit in it and remember it like
Looks pretty good. I think what I'm going to do, just going to bring it over here and tack it.
Move your hand when the ink smudges so you won't recognize your handwriting the next time you look. Already fucked up. You get a new one next year. You'll get a new one next year. You'll get a new one.
Get everything all lined up.
Get a new one next year. Product and discretions to a halt on that project.
Just a little bit.
You're already blocked. The 3 pages deep in the last two. Your uncle explaining why calling entire class of people lazy is a form of racism. And sure it's good.
There we go.
These resolutions you made to get more shit done. You broke them so fast. You'll make a new one next year. You'll make a new one next year. You'll make a new one next year. You'll make a new one next year.
Just want to make sure that everything stays in place while it's in the forge. There we go. Now I can turn that off. Da-da. So first I'm just trying to get a little bit of heat on here. Well, it definitely got cold. That's for darn sure. Getting everything even. Oh, let's see. There's the songs I want. Mainly because I want to bring this down fairly even. There we go. Much better. Put it all flat so it doesn't oxidize in between the layers. Now we can start to get some heat on there. And I've not tried getting this open yet. I'm not screwing it all up, am I? I didn't think I was. I don't know, Nate. Hey, look, Twitch doesn't support it. I think YouTube does. But look, I put the 360-degree camera in here just for fun. Man, your name is really hard to see on that. Oh, it did show up on Twitch. Okay. Interesting. I know YouTube has an option that I can do 360-degree videos, and the user can actually scroll around in it, but I don't know that you can do it with live yet. So I can't get the top off of that. I thought there was a spoon in the bottom there. Ooh. I think I broke some welds there. Oh well. Not a huge problem. Oh, cool. Yay, somebody's hosting me. Thanks for the hosting, Nate. So I changed the lights around. It's kind of hard to see, but I don't know if I can. I don't know. I just killed some of the overhead lights. Moved the camera. You can actually see there's Edison lights up on the ceiling. Technically, if I had my way about it, this one would be off. There you go. That looks so much better. This is just weird. Talk about fisheye. Broadcasting in, this is technically 5.7K. But yeah, see if I have that light off, then it doesn't look right for anything else. But it's perfect when I'm just in here by myself, because those overhead lights are so annoying. But I don't have the one on over here yet, which still makes it a little darker over on this side. And despite the fact that it was like 35 degrees today, because it's cold up here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, trying to go for the old shop vibe. Exactly. I like that lighting at the old shop. But I got the internet stuff sorted out between the shop and here, or the shop and the house. I can now broadcast my internet 5 kilometers, which I think is a lot. I'm not sure. I don't know how far a kilometer is, but basically beaming it now from one location to the other instead of relying on crappy Wi-Fi pods out in trees and stuff. So. And I just tested it before I went live. It's limited. It's only a 100 megabit connection because of the switch that I'm using. So, or 100 megabyte connection. But I got 92 up and down, so I think we'll be okay out here. There we go. And I added music. It's just hard to find stuff that's safe for YouTube. Twitch is pretty lenient on it. What? Sorry, Nate. The bot yelled at you, I think. Yeah, it's just so I'm using a service called Pretzel. It's like a free thing, and there's a bunch of categories of music, and they're supposed to be spamming my chat messages, but yeah, but this is specifically independent artists licensing stuff to Twitch, and they also have a YouTube button that you can click, and it'll narrow it down. But so this is all Twitch safe music. Which is kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, it's non-DMCA. I'm going to turn off that stupid Twitch button. CloudBot or whatever it's called. Let's turn off. There we go. Now you should be able to type in all caps without it yelling at you. Yeah, it used to be called Pretzel Rocks. Now I think it's just called Pretzel. But, I don't know. It's free, and music isn't so bad. Gets you to broaden your horizons. And I like the fact that I can, because I'm using the lavalier mic, I can hear it here in the shop, because the lavalier mic doesn't pick up the speaker. So Wrong tongs. Oh. Boy, that gets kind of hot in here when been a little overdressed all day just because of the temperature drop. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw snow flurries yesterday. Like I said, it was in the 30s. I think my tomato plant may have died. Oh well. Oh, that's right. I think this thing also has something to do with that blue shadow, yeah. That blue haze is actually from a reflection from the forge. Alright, let's get the top of this. There we go. Almost even. I can't tell what that emoji is. It's too small on the screen. Oh, Bob Ross. Nice little happy hits. Need 13 more followers, Nate. Then I'm eligible for affiliate, I think it is. Now tomorrow, since I don't have to take Asher into that thing, guess I'm gonna stream early tomorrow. Cool. Oh, nice, nice. What was it that you got again, Nate? It was a... Oh, I thought you said it was a Porsche 911. A nice family vehicle. That's a nice get away from your family vehicle. So, I think I'm going to turn this around. Boy, lots of scale. I think I can turn the temperature down a little bit. Oh. Nice. Easy weekend, just a one-day class on Sunday, so. I can't tell. I forget how many students there are. I went to look it up and I realized that I booked 2 of them. Yeah, I mean, past 2 weeks have been pretty light. Saving my energy for when Bob Dodge comes up. Sometime coming up here in May. I know I canceled. Well, I didn't cancel. I took a 2-day class off the schedule so he could be up here with his brother. Might be. I don't know what the calendar looks like. Might be May 23rd? No. Maybe May 9th. I don't. Which incidentally is Mother's Day. I did fix the hammer. Unless something broke I didn't see. No, it's all fixed. Whole new arm mechanism on here. I cut the springs shorter. So the springs are shorter, which brings the control arms down at more of an angle. And then I created this whole thing and redid the actual. No more helper springs. Don't need them. Can't go that high. It gives a lot, like really nice control. Oh, the worst part is I'm going to have to hammer some of this by hand. All right. I know. If I actually have to hand hammer something. It's really going to ruin my record. Oh, speaking of doing things by hand, I know you can't see what I'm doing over here. Oh, see how this turned out. "24 hours in the tumbler." It's an interesting texture. Really washed out my stamp though. Huh. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to hand sand it. Oh well. That was a blade I forged out the other day. So. Ugh. So what are you doing? Playing Fortnite or something? Figure that's what you're... Isn't that the game you're playing all the time? It's hard to keep track. I don't know. I've been playing that Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Ooh, that reminds me. Now that I fixed the internet connection, I gotta try it on the Fire Stick down here. Works really good at the house, so. Maybe I'll have to start streaming that. There we go. Now it's looking a lot closer to shape. Bring that eye open a little bit. Understood. I actually need to go leather shopping. I thought I had a lot more than what is actually around the shop. So I think I'll take a trip over and visit our Amish friends. See what kind of hides they have laying around. Boy, that's definitely got some heat to it. Purple. Whatever floats your boat, man. Yeah, I wouldn't want an entire bag made out of it, but I can definitely see accent pieces. There we go. So now we're starting to get that eye in there. This is going to be a heavy tomahawk. That's cool. You can see how thick that is. That's almost an inch thick back here. Obviously, it'll come down some, but not by much. Whew. Still trying to figure out what's the best time of day to go live with this, Nate. When I go at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I get the European guys. It's 6 o'clock there, or later. Obviously, I don't get those guys joining the stream, but they're also on all on YouTube as well, and you know, I've always been more excited about expanding the whole Twitch audience. So. Almost feel like maybe I should go at noon for an hour and then, I don't know, come back and do like a 6 p.m. stream or something. Sure, it'd be 11 o'clock at night in England, but surprisingly enough, nobody's jumped onto, at least I don't think they have. I don't know if my counter's working correctly, but volume level on the music isn't too bad, is it? I turned it down a little bit. I still want people to be able to hear me over the music. Better for answering questions that way. Now, this is on, like, I'm using YouTube Safe Music today. So, I'm actually streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. At least I think I am. It says I am. I don't know. I guess I finally have the bandwidth to go check that, but... So, big purple bag, huh, Nate? Huh. Testing my, all the different network connections. Oh, I think I need to change that wireless access point. Now I'm thinking about it. 'Cause a black coffin bag. That's cool. Huh. Oh, let's see if I can widen this up a little bit. Huh, weird. There's always been a couple, like, it's about a minute or so, I think, delay. But I'm pretty sure that, like, 1 minute delay has always been the case. I think that's why a lot of other guys don't have their actual chats on the side of the screen. Because people start paying attention more to those than they do the actual chat window. That is still a funky shot. I just wanted to see what it looks like with actual chat messages coming over it. So funky how, like, you can see the walk between one screen and the other. Now one side of the screen and then boom, back over to the other. I have to look at the actual configurations. Now that I have the bandwidth, now that I have the actual bandwidth, I don't mind that. And this isn't, technically, this is a separate network than my home network. So, this has priority over all the Google Wi-Fi points. So, let's just say somebody's playing video games. Well, this will take the bandwidth before they're allowed to have it. There we go. Yeah, I know. So, this is coming down really nice. Tapering from that like 1 inch cross section of the top. We're about 3/8 of an inch there. So I want to go back, give a little bit more shape to it. Yeah, it's a cool camera, and I've had it now for, what, 3 years? 2 years. And I haven't really done anything with it. So, actually, that's not true. I use it when my daughter's playing in the backyard because it has Wi-Fi built into it. I've set it up already out in the yard, and that way I can keep an eye on her. I wish they made filters for webcams. Like a polarizing filter. I have some, but I don't have a way to mount them to the actual webcam. Oh, let's go back to... Go. Oh, definitely easier. Yeah, I switched over to, it's more difficult. It's more difficult in terms that there's a forge weld and getting it absolutely correct. Not everybody does, but I switched over to it for class just because when there's only one student, that means I'm the guy swinging the 8-pound sledgehammer. At least occasionally. And my back has not been the best lately, so figure might as well take that out of the equation. This is just a lot easier to do with the power hammer. I didn't even use the press today, so... I guess that's not true. I straightened out the mild steel before I went live, but... we go. You think? Bring it back a foot? It's about there. Trying to see who this guy is. He really sounds like that guy from Counting Crows. I'm just saying. It's like I'm having a 90s flashback. I am the Rain King. Oh. Oh. Now it's starting to get hot here in the shop. Again, it's back to... Oh, it's not that cold tonight. It's only 46 degrees. According to Alexa. Yeah. I guess that's kind of important. There we go. So now, time to shape that eye up. So I'm not going to leave it big and open like that. The blade's pretty nice. Gives me enough room to obviously trim like half an inch off the very end. Give it some nice shape. Whew. So we'll get that eye heated up. Of course, Thursdays probably suck because, you know, Critical Role. That's why everyone says don't stream on a Thursday night. Alright, I'll be here, Nate. Thanks for the host. Really need to make a mandrel for that. All in all, though, not a bad shape overall. It's definitely something I can work with. It's just a little pinched in here, so. I don't have anything that I can use as a mandrel immediately. At least not that I think I have. This is a mandrel that I think we've attempted to make several different times here at the shop. Well, let's get this where we need it. So I think what I'm going to do is going to grab see what I have over here. Oh, I've got a couple of blocks of Damascus I can play with. To use as a mandrel, not to actually forge, of course. Let's see what size they are. Okay, so that needs to be opened up a little bit. Tapping it into place and kind of using the pressure. So that gives you an idea. Otherwise, everything looks pretty straight. Do a few adjustments. Ugh. Okay. So I'm gonna hit the eye right about. There we go. I think that's about where we want it. Just checking for straightness. I still think it's amazing that if I go live at, say, noon or 1 o'clock, especially on like a Friday, you can tell how many people are slacking off from work. That YouTube counter goes pretty high. Cool. All right. So now we'll just brush it off. Ugh.
Tell me this year's right. Tell me time's on my side and give me skies of gray. Chances lost for me today. Don't tell me life is a crime and on the inside all the time.
Hey, good evening. How you doing? How's North Carolina tonight? Don't call me sir. I work for a living. Dude, it's the restaurant industry. It's always busy, right? Well, for me, everybody was buddy, boss, pal. Chief was always a good one. I wonder. I have a good camera angle to catch this, but there we go. Well, I just made one in the past hour, so I don't tend to have the opportunity to find cool stuff, which is why I learned how to make it. I'm just giving you a hard time. If let's see. See if I can come in from the other side. Wasn't exactly happy with that eye, so. Oh. I don't know how it's been down in North Carolina, but it's been a cold couple of days. I think my tomato plant, I only have one. I'm weird. I don't actually like tomatoes, but I love tomato sauce, so. But I think my tomato might have bit the dust last night. I thought we were free of frost. And then I saw it hit like 30 something, and I'm pretty sure we had some snow flurries yesterday, so. Yeah. Okay, so not much different down there. According to Alexa, it's in the low 40s right now, so that means it's warmer than last night. I don't care, it's hot in the shop. I kind of want to open the back door and the front door. And Alright, let's see. We can just correct this just a hair. I want to take this eye a little bit more flat. There we go. Now it's a nice taper. Just to give you an idea. Ooh. How do I keep it from breaking through the back? I've never had that happen, so I don't... I mean, just getting too thin and tearing off? I've seen that a lot in classes. That's just over-hammering, you know? Well, let's give it another brush. Yeah, what I see a lot of times is people, they might be forging too cold, so the outside of the steel, the layer on the top and the bottom, if you're using the bit method, which is what I'm doing right now, and essentially those outside layers are hotter than the inside layers, so they tend to forge down quicker. And if they're dissimilar metals, then they're going to move at different rates. So you need to learn how to, you know, basically accommodate that. But really, the primary answer for most everything is trial and error. Absolutely trial and error, brother. Let's see. No, it's just weird. Like there's a lot of stuff that you can watch somebody else do, and then when you try it, it doesn't work the exact same way. And it's mainly because our bodies move in different ways, you know? Just because I can show you exactly how I do something doesn't mean that that's the comfortable way for you to do it. And it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy for you to accomplish. You know, I've broken different bones. I've torn different ligaments. You know, so my body just naturally moves in, you know, ways that are adapted to me. But I think the big thing with something like this, where the eye is, you know, pretty important, you just really have to be delicate and pay attention to it. Watch how it's moving. And look for those telltale signs that something's going wrong. There we go. Now, obviously, some of this is going to, about half an inch on the very end, it's going to get lopped off. But otherwise, I'm happy with that for, what, an hour and a half's worth of work? I mean, it's not too shabby. I'd still like, I really want to do a like a Norman style boarding axe. It's always been a goal. And I've done them from stock removal, but I want that like big bearded, you know, thing meant for going over the gun wall of a ship and pulling it close or pulling yourself up. I don't know. Just seems like a lot of fun. I think we can turn that off for the night. An hour and 40 minutes or so. Not so shabby. Oh look, I added another camera shot. Here you go. If you want to see the whole shop, there you go. That is the entire shop. Now, obviously, you'll notice if I walk around here, walk off one side, and I come into the other. So there's some funny camera tricks going on there, but still kind of cool. If you wanted to see what the actual shop layout's like. Oh no, SCA. I'm a former jouster, actually. I jousted professionally for 3 years, and so used to get a lot of SCA guys coming up, challenging you to fights. Like, I'm sorry, we don't use PVC. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of people doing a lot of great things in the SCA, keeping certain history alive. You know, I think that's a really good thing. And you know, I am in the state of Penzic, so where the Penzic War happens every year. It's just like 3 hours to the west of me. Because Pennsylvania is a big state. Nice. Fletching's a skill I don't have the patience for. But a really good friend of mine who actually lives right down the road. I haven't talked to them to find out what their show schedule is, because they're normally nomads. But Bill Darr, he's a master bower, and he makes like the 150-pound English longbows, you know, He'll make any kind of bow, really, but I was thinking about, I really wanted to get a Mongolian, like a Mongolian horse bow. They're only like this big, you know. Real high powered though, but they're meant for shooting off the back of a horse. And I don't know. I got rid of my horse, so kind of like, Grant, my daughter still has a horse, so it's not like I couldn't find one to ride. But yeah, the whole problem with the Mongolian horse bow is they're all laminated construction, so it's like a 6-month wait to get one done, because you have to. It's not that there's that many layers, but you do a layer and then you let it cure for 3 weeks. And the English longbows, I mean, the big, heavy longbows, I don't know what I'm more impressed by the bow itself or by the guys who can actually, like, pull them back and hold them, you know. Like, I've got a lot of strength, but I don't. There's a reason why I use a compound bow for deer hunting, you know. I've way too many shoulder injuries. I can't, even just doing this action, man, I can still really feel it up in the shoulder. So yeah, Pensick is a interesting. Oh wow, 70 pounds. I have a 75-pound compound, and that thing's a bear. It really is. I mean, not literal bear, not like the company, but no, I mean it's just kind of a bitch to use. I like it. And boy, I can really reach a nice distance with it, but I think it's a little bit too heavy for most of, you know, what I do around here. And truth to tell, most of my archery hunting around here is I use a crossbow. You know, it's just that's one of those things where I can't afford to throw my shoulder out. Yeah, no, I have a 45 pound. I think it's 45. It's either 45 or 55 pound. It's it might be a bear actually. Now that I think about it, but it's their like one of their original glass bows. So a fiberglass bow from like 1954. And I had the whole bow fishing set up for it. I mean, it's totally inefficient when you look at a modern setup, but it's really kind of cool to use. I still enjoy shooting it. I just got new strings for it the other week. So yeah, man. I mean, those Bear fiberglass recurves, they haven't changed. You know, mine's just old as dirt. I think it's like one of the first 2 years that they were doing it. But it's a great lightweight bow. You know, I can sit there and just balance it on one finger. So I really like that. However, you know, for shorter people, I mean, I'm only 5'8" or 5'9". I don't remember how tall I am. I think I'm 5'9", now that I think about it. But I've got that, you know, a nice arm length there. However, there's some great bows that are out there now that are a lot smaller than what you think, and you can you just have to special order them and talk to a guy at a pro shop. I'm fortunate enough that we've got Lancaster Archery Supply is literally 20 minutes down the road, and apparently they're kind of big. I think Joe Rogan wears these shirts, and I know he shops there. But they're pretty well known for their archery equipment. And then Kinsey Outdoors is 10 minutes from me, and so is Bass Pro Shop. And I've met some really nice guys that work at Bass Pro. They can hook you up. Don't be afraid of the whole custom thing. You know, it's probably going to run you about the same price. It's just you might have to wait for certain things. Yeah. Let me see if I'm pretty sure I have this down here. Yep, there you go. That's a Bear Kodiak. Kind of a cool bow. And some sort of serial number on there. 1953. So, that was close. Yeah, one of the biggest complaints in life is the fact that Bass Pro is only 10 minutes from my house. So, and I live out in the middle of the boondocks, but it's also right outside of Hershey, right outside of Harrisburg. I just happen to be surrounded by thousands of acres of woods. So, it's kind of nice, in the middle of nowhere, but really close to everything. But Bass Pro is one of those places that, man, you walk in there, you know, it's $100 to walk in the door. That's the way I look at it. They're going to get their $100 from you no matter what. And even if it's just, oh, I really like their vacuum bags. I'll buy, you know, 2 packs of those. Well, there's $30. And then you go look at like fishing lures. You know, oh, I need some lead because I lost a bunch last year. Man, next thing you know, there's another $40. And you're like, oh, look at that backpack. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, you're over $100 really quick. You're lucky that Bass Pro is 45 minutes away. That's how you save money. When Bass Pro is the same distance as Walmart, you know that Bass Pro has better selection and more quality stuff. You tend to go to Bass Pro. I mean, let's face it, Walmart does not necessarily have the best, like, especially for fishing stuff and hunting stuff. I mean, just about anything outdoor, really. But I will say, it's nice I can find, like, I really like the really lightweight hammocks that they sell at Walmart. I'm not dissing them, I'm just saying they don't always have the best quality stuff. Alright, brother, you have a great night. It was awesome talking with you. I'm going to be ending the stream, so we'll see you later on. And again, for those of you tuning in late, ah man, somebody else just dropped it. I'm getting ready to end the stream. I've been going now. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Tonight I took a bunch of steel and forged out a tomahawk. Here, I'll show you that. So this is just the blank for the head. This is 5 layers of steel, actually. I think. Yep. 2 mild carbon, two 1084 and just a piece of, I had a piece of 15N20, which is a high nickel steel. Had that laying around, and I was like, oh, might as well make the cutting edge out of that. So that's what I did. And yeah, it drew down really nice. Very happy with it. Later on, tomorrow, I'll end up grinding it. Of course, I'll have a different forging project tomorrow. I think I'm going to go early tomorrow. That's the goal. I've got an every Friday night commitment, so hopefully I can start streaming around, I don't know, noon, 1 o'clock. We'll see. See what the cards have to deal. This morning it was just icy, so icy and cold, man. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in, even if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube or on Twitch. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate the follows, the likes, subscriptions, whatever. You know what to do depending on what platform you're on. Appreciate every single one of you being here. And hopefully you'll tune into one of the live streams when we can talk. I'm always up for answering questions. It's me forging and an AMA. So, oh, thank you very much, Greg. Really appreciate the follow. You're allowed to say hi, by the way. I still have a little bit of beer to finish, so we might as well draw this out to 2 hours. So, Greg, are you into blacksmithing? Are you a backyard tinkerer? And I realize that there's like a minute and a half delay here, so. Oh, hey, go get the kids in bed. I appreciate you tuning in. And just look for the notifications, brother. I'll be here. So, everyone else, have a great night. Greg's gonna go get the kids in bed. I'm gonna go get myself in bed. I think that's a great plan. So, we'll catch you guys tomorrow on the flip side. Have a good night.
Some people are just assholes. They don't want to change. Some people are just assholes. You don't know them anything.